BestBookBits.com presents 50 Words to Your Dreams, Chapter 23, Action. Do you want to know how to manifest your dreams? Do you want to know the simple, straightforward, no bullshit path to take your dream out of your head into reality? This 50-chapter video series titled 50 Words to Your Dreams has the answers. Researched for over 10 years and compiled into video, written and audio format for easy consumption, this series will empower you with the know-how and tools you need to manifest your dreams into reality. Created by myself, the founder of thebestbookbits.com, this series is a wealth of knowledge condensed down into 50 bite-sized pieces. So without further ado, I bring you chapter 23 of 50 of the series, 50 Words to Your Dreams, Action. Action is the ability to use your body to shape your outer environment by using your mind. You have the power to use your human form to do something and create something. You also have the power not to do something and not to create anything. It all starts first in your mind, a thought, then an impulse to act. You can say action is the outward movement of our inner thoughts, dreams, and habits into existence. Your actions determine your destiny, not what you say, but what you do. Action can be seen as the car that is going to drive you to the future you dream about. You can dream, you can plan, you can learn, you can think, you can believe, but if you don't act, nothing happens. Nothing gets done without action. Life doesn't get better by wishing, it gets better by acting. You need to start practicing the daily habit of taking small actions on your goals. If you start taking small daily actions on your goals over the next 5 years, or 1,826 days, the actions you take will compound and get you to your destination. Most people go through life first without goals and direction, so their daily actions become goalless. It is simple mathematics. For example, your goal is to read 25 books in the next 12 months, and the average book is approximately 250 pages. Simply put, 25 times 250 equals 6,250 pages. This might seem like a massive number, but if you take 6,250 and divide it by 365 days, you only need to read 17 pages on average a day. This shouldn't take longer than 30 minutes. Everyone has 30 minutes in a day to work on their goals if they made it a priority. Disciplined quality action. Most of our life is taken up by our basic needs to exist as a human on earth. From sleeping, eating, working, socializing, grooming, relaxing, and everything else that fills up our day, in our fast-paced world, 95% of our actions and reactions are automatic, unconscious responses to our physical and human environments. We get only about 5% of our spare time, which we can devote to disciplined quality action. First, break your major goal down into tasks, then make the time in your schedule to devote yourself to focus on disciplined quality action. Once you start the daily habit of working on your goals, you will see how much more time you really waste on unimportant, un-goal-related activity. Start by increasing the amount of time you spend on disciplined quality action and less time on undisciplined, unimportant activities. By scheduling time for disciplined quality action and making this a new habit to work consistently on your major goals, it's just a matter of time before you realize your dreams. Change your daily actions. Think back to your previous self from 10 years ago and think how much life has changed. What major actions have changed in your daily life? Do you do the same things you did 10 years ago? Do you think the same? Do you have the same circle of friends? Is your career different? What have you created or done over the past 10 years? Did any of this happen overnight, or did 10 years of change really take 3,650 days? You can agree that by looking back at your previous self, the one thing that changed everything was your daily actions. Your daily actions are one of the things you really have complete control over. You can control what time you wake up. You can. You can control what you eat, do, listen to, watch, read, socialize with. You can. You can control how hard you work on your job or your relationship. You can. You can control most things in your daily life if you ever stopped and think about it. Start today or tomorrow, if you will, to start changing up your daily routine and doing things outside your comfort zone that will put you on the path of goal achievement instead of drifting away from your goals. To change your life, start first by changing your daily actions so you turn your life into habitual success, achieving days. Quotes on action. A life which does not go into action is a failure. A man of knowledge lives by acting, not by thinking about acting. Act as if it was impossible to fail. Action expresses priorities. Action is a greater restorer and builder of confidence. Inaction is not only the result, but the cause of fear. Perhaps the actions you take will be successful, perhaps different action or adjustments will have to follow. But any action is better than no action at all. Action is the bridge between your vision and results. Action is the foundational key to all success. Action makes more fortune than caution. Action may not always bring happiness, but there is no happiness without action. Action orientation is essential to your success. Action produces results. In fact, power is defined as the ability to act. Action seems to follow feeling, but really, action and feelings go together. And by regulating the action, which is under the more direct control of the will, we can indirectly regulate the feelings, which is not. Action springs out of what we fundamentally desire. Action to be effective must be directed to clearly conceived ends. Actions speak louder than words. Activity. What do we do? Success is a doing. You've actually got to do it. All human actions have one or more of these 7 causes: chance, nature, compulsion, habit, reason, passion, and desire. All truly successful action comes out of the field of alert attention rather from ego and conditioned unconscious thinking. An ounce of action is worth a ton of theory. An ounce of action is worth a ton of theory. Apply the 80-20 rule to everything. 20% of your activities will account for 80% of your results. Always concentrate your efforts on the top 20%. As I grow older, I pay less attention to what men say. I just watch what they do. As ye sow, so shall ye reap. By thought, the thing you want is brought to you. By action, you receive it. Chance favors those in motion. Chaotic action is preferable to orderly inaction. Commitment leads to action. Action brings your dreams closer. Develop the ability to act, take action. Act when the idea is hot and the emotion is strong. Do not wait for extraordinary circumstances to do good action. Try to use ordinary situations. Do what you can with what you have right where you are. Do what you got to do so you can do what you want to do. Do you want to know who you are? Don't ask. Act. Action will delineate and define you. Doers do, critics blame and complain. Doing is a quantum leap from imagining. Thinking about swimming isn't much like actually getting in the water. Don't be timid and squeamish about your actions. All life is an experiment. The more experiments you make, the better. Don't wait until conditions are perfect before starting something. They never will be. Act now. Doubt is only removed by action. If you're not working, then that's where doubt comes in. Every act we perform during the day is goal achieving, tension relieving, or unnecessary. Every day do something that will inch you closer to a better tomorrow. Everything you want is out there waiting for you to ask. Everything you want also wants you, but you have to take action to get it. Find models of personal excellence and emulate their actions. For any act with practice becomes easy. Future intent influences and often determines present actions. Go for it. The future is promised to no one. Having faith, beliefs, and convictions is a great thing, but your life is measured by the actions you take based upon them. I've always thought that actions of men as the best interpreters of their thoughts. I miss 100% of the shots I never take. If you focus on doing instead of trying, 2 things will happen. First, you will succeed more often, because doing is more positive than trying. Second, because you will have removed the failure syndrome. If you keep doing what you've always done, you'll keep getting what you've always gotten. If you keep on sowing, you'll eventually reap a harvest beyond your wildest dreams. If you would be a reader, read. If a writer, write. Inaction breeds doubt and fear. Action breeds confidence and courage. If you want to conquer fear, do not sit at home and think about it. Go out and get busy. It is our actions that dictate what we create in reality. It has been said there are 3 kinds of action in life. Number 1, the right action. Number 2, the wrong action. 3, no action, which will always result in nothing. And in my world, there's a 4th kind of action. Number 4, massive action. That's the one I live by. It's better to regret what you have done than what you haven't. It's not what happens, it's what you do. Just begin and the mind grows heated. Continue and the task will be completed. Live by acting, not by thinking about acting. Never mistake motion for action. Nothing is more powerful than a positive thought joined with positive action. Action is the real measure of intelligence. One person who will take action is worth 10 brilliant talkers who do nothing. One's motto should be deeds, not words. Pick the things that's most important to you and simply begin doing it. Small actions consistently made have far-reaching consequences. Some people want it to happen. Some wish it would happen. Others make it happen. Strong reasons make strong actions. Take actions to achieve your dreams. Success is not a random roll of the dice. There are consistent, logical patterns of action, specific pathways to excellence that are within the reach of all of us. Take the time to deliberate, but when the time for action has arrived, stop thinking and go in. That action is best which produces the greatest happiness. The ancestor of every action is a thought. The majority of people who aren't getting to places they want or aren't achieving the things they want is strictly based on hustle. It's strictly based on being outworked. It's strictly based on missing critical opportunities. The market rewards those who take the most action. The miracle of the seed and the soil is not available by affirmation. It is only available by labor. The superior man is modest in his speech, but exceeds in his actions. The time for action is now. It's never too late to do something. The universe will reward you for taking risks on its behalf. The world can only be grasped by action, not by contemplation. There are risks and costs to action, but there are far less than the long-range risks of comfortable inaction. There is no starting or stopping, only doing. There's simply no substitute for taking action. Think like a man of action and act like a man of thought. This is a world of action and not for moping and droning in. Thoughts frame your portrait. Action paints it. Understand clearly the distinction between reaction and action. Unless you choose to take action on what you want, nothing is ever going to come out of it. We become just by performing just action, temperate by performing temperate actions, brave by performing brave action. We should be taught not to wait for inspiration to start a thing. Action always generates inspiration. Action always generates inspiration. Inspiration seldom generates action. What can I and only I do that, if done well, will make a real difference? What lies in our power to do lies in our power not to do. What you're doing today is creating your future self. When it is obvious that the goals cannot be reached, don't adjust the goals, adjust the action steps. You could never learn to ride a bicycle by only reading a book. You have to be before you can do, and do before you can have. And last, your only certainty is that by doing nothing, nothing happens. And that's a wrap on 50 Words to Your Dreams, Chapter 23, Action. Let me know your thoughts on Chapter 23. If you need some help in achieving your goals, email me and I will assist you for free to help you achieve them at coaching@bestbookbits.com. For hundreds of video, written and audio book summaries, check out our website, bestbookbits.com, and stay tuned for Chapter 24 in the series, Work. Thanks for watching and listening. Hope you got something out of this. Go out there and take action.